Hello. Hey you guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another foundation review. We seem to be doing a lot of these recently, but a lot of brands are coming out with a lot of foundations recently and I'm kind of here for it. In today's video, I know some of you have been waiting for this one. We're of course going to be testing out the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. That is a bit of a mouthful. I'm a little nervous about posting this video, not gonna lie. The color range. I'm not going to go into it too much because I know some of you have just wanted me to just review the foundation, which is what I do. I try and be as completely unbiased as possible. So I'm just going to review the foundation, but the color range is bad. It's bad. It's great for me if you're white because there's a lot of white shades, a lot of very, very white shades. But if you're anything darker than like a tan shade, good luck. Because I mean, let's be real here. It's bloody 2018. This is not an issue we should have to keep going over every single time a new foundation comes out. But yeah, I just had to say that. I don't feel like I could do this video without mentioning the shade range, so just had to put that out there. I feel like there's a very awkward silence now. So apart from all that, let's just try and put that to the back of our minds for a minute. Today, let's turn this thing around. Today, I am going to be trying out the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation, which I am actually very excited to try out because obviously it is the first foundation from Beauty Blender who make pretty damn good sponges. Let's be real here. So they actually sent me, little old Steph, the big Beauty Blender PR package. Like, it's right next to me. It's been here in my house for far too long and I've actually had to cover it up with a towel because if I take off the towel, you probably can't see it here, but if I take off the towel, then I just get like pink reflections in my video. So I've had to cover him up with a towel because it's far too bright. What was I saying? But yeah, they sent over the big old Beauty Blender egg with all the foundations and all the little beauty blenders inside. And I could not believe my eyes. Like, Jeffree Star got that. And now I'm getting it too. So some of you might be thinking that that is a little bit wasteful or a lot of it wasteful, me having all of those foundation shades when realistically only like 5 would probably actually work for me. I am going to be doing a giveaway after this video. I'm probably going to be doing it on Instagram stories or something like that. So make sure you're following me over there. You can find all the details just up here. Basically, I'm going to be doing a full swatch of all the foundations at the end of this video to show you guys the color selection. I'll keep a couple back for myself and like friends and family and stuff. But apart from that, they're all going to be going to you guys. They're obviously going to be slightly swatched, but I'm literally just going to like do a tiny little pump and then I'll clean them up all nice afterwards. But I knew obviously I'm never going to need that many foundations in that many colors ever in my life. So there's that. And then also when it comes to the big polystyrene Beauty Blender egg, Beauty Blender have actually contacted me and said, look, whenever you're ready, if you do want it to be picked up, which I think Ollie definitely does. I don't think this pink egg goes with our interiors of our house. But they've actually said that they will pick it up and recycle it. So that's good. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking for bloody ages. So without further ado, let's get some foundation on this face. That actually kind of hurt. I've got the lid. I've got the lid. Okay. Whew. Right. Why is this so heavy? This is what came inside the egg. This is so freaking heavy. Oh, that's because I've lifted up both layers. Who am I, the Hulk? So this is the first layer that came in the box. These are some of the foundation shades. Like I said, not a great shade range. There are only like 3 or 4 darker foundations. And then as you can see inside, I've basically got like a lifetime supply of beauty blenders. And I find the fact that they match the foundations oddly satisfying. That just really does something for like my OCD here. So that's the first layer. And then this is the second layer. A lot of beige, more beauty blenders as well. So the new Bounce Foundation comes in 32 shades. It is also £32 and you can pick it up in the UK on Cult Beauty. This is what the packaging looks like and I do really, really love the packaging. I feel like it's completely different to a lot of other foundations. For example, you've got like a little lock here, which is very, very useful because sometimes if you're like me and you take your makeup around with you quite a lot, sometimes foundations can leak, which isn't ideal. And it's got like a little press down button here, so once it's unlocked it'll actually come out into this little section here and then you can just grab your sponge, you just go pop, 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 and you just use it as like a little mixing tray almost. So I love the design of the packaging. You get, let me just do a little hunt. You get 30ml, which is pretty standard for a foundation. All right, let's try it out. So like I said, there is going to be a swatching video right at the end. So if you are interested in the swatches, maybe fast forward a little bit. I'll try and leave like a little indication, like a timestamp of where the swatching kind of begins. Let's try and find my shade. This could take a little while. The one that I had a second ago was 3.30. Okay, what are you? This one here looks close. That's like the 22nd darker shades. That is there. All right, now maybe that one. Yeah, maybe that one there. It's pretty much exactly the same as the one that's 2 shades darker, apparently. But maybe like the 3.50 is slightly more golden than this one, which is a little bit more yellow. Swing. Oh, the fact that I'm going to be able to do that to like 32 bottles of foundation. That little satisfying peel off. Gotta say, that already gives you brownie points, Beauty Bay. Because these little plasticky things are like, oh, so satisfying. So what I'm going to do is take a kind of matching sponge to go with my foundation. All right, let's see what that's like. Just going to quickly pop some on the back of my hand. Oh, got to unlock it first. A little pump, pump. Come on, any minute now. Whee! Okay, let's see what that looks like. That looks close enough. Yeah, we'll try that one. So what I'm going to do is quickly go off camera and wet my corresponding beauty blender. Look at that. It's literally like the same color. Love that. And we'll finally get this on my face. There's been a lot of faffing in this video. All right, let's do this. So for those of you that don't know, actually, like for those of you that never tried a beauty blender, they start out this size, and then when you wet them, they kind of go like double the size. I love them. I've always loved them. So we were going to take shade 3.50, which is this one here. So I'm going to do exactly what they want me to do. And I've already made a mess of it. I'm going to go, oh, I don't know if, ooh, it's like, oh no, it's fine. I thought it was like going back inside the bottle. That's actually not as like messy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to like go everywhere or like squirt all over the place. But, so I'm going to take that. And you can just pick it up with your little sponge. Love that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to get my mirror, my little close-up mirror. Just dot that onto my skin. Let's do like a half and half so we can see the coverage before and after. It's quite yellow for me. Do I maybe even want to try the, which one was it? Like the 6? Was it 3.6? Yeah, I'm going to try that one. Hello? Is anyone home? Okay, that one looks a little bit more kind of like orangey. Let's see. Do you think that one works a bit better? Yeah, I think it's not really much difference to be honest, but I think maybe I'll try that one. So the shade I'm using now is 3.60. I believe that's 2 shades up from the one that I was just trying out. Put a few little pumps in there. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let me give you like a few more pumps on this one. You can see that the 0.6 is like slightly more kind of, I don't know, like orangey. When you compare it to my tan, that's orangey. Okay, let's take some of that again. On my nose. Doing, 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 doing. Okay. This looks good so far. This actually looks very, very good. Try and not screw up my brows there. Full on like Homer Simpson herself there. You can see it's like, it's close enough. My tan is always like darker and then it fades and I never know what sort of colour my bloody skin is. Okay, this. Ooh, that has coverage. It didn't even dawn on me then, but like looking at the other side of my face, that fully got rid of like any little blemishes I had, anything like that. It is lightweight. It hasn't gone like all weird around my nose, which at the moment I do have a few little blemishes around my nose, so it does kind of like create a little bit of texture there, and it actually doesn't look bad there at all. Look at that. That looks good. And yeah, it does have like a demi-matte finish, but it is still very, very glowy. You can still see like a sheen on my cheek there. So it is still like making my skin look healthy and not overly made up. That actually looks very, very promising, to be quite honest. All right, let's even ourselves up. Like I've got this spot here and it's gone. It's bloody gone. Look at that. Oh yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. That's really nice. Scoop up a little bit more. Try not to get all of that in my baby hairs here. That looks good. That actually does look really, really good on my skin. Like, I don't think I actually have anything bad to say about the way that foundation's actually applied on my skin. Really good coverage. Doesn't look cakey. It doesn't feel like anything really either. And it's like, it's not like it's a thin consistency in terms of like the actual foundation itself, but it goes on quite thinly because it does seem to have like a lot of pigment to it. So you don't need a lot in one area to kind of get a full coverage look. I'm really impressed with that. But now I'm like very curious about other shades because like I feel like that one's still a little bit light for me. Would that be like way too dark or not? Steph Toms gets sent 32 different foundation shades. Still can't find her right shade. See this, like I feel like this looks very orange, but I feel like that's kind of my skin tone. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit. Trying to kind of see what that looks like. Is that my skin tone or not? I think that's actually more my skin tone, isn't it? The orange one. Great, cool, fab, thanks. Oh, I don't bloody know. I'm definitely not any darker than that. Like, I'm the 8th darkest one. That's a bit like, whoa. Take one more pump and I'm basically just kind of like bronzing up the side of my face. Not like actually believing the fact that I am actually this skin tone. Because that's the orange one and I'm not orange. I'm absolutely not orange. Is that a bit better? Looks so weird when I've got my eyes done and like a full face foundation on and nothing else. I just look like a Simpson. Okay. It looks good, guys. Like, it does actually look really bloody good. Like, I'm very, very impressed with how that foundation looks. And it seems to layer up nicely as well. Like, again, like I said, I do have a little bit of texture around like my nose area at the moment. And it's not actually looking too bad. I know I'll probably get some hate for saying it, but I do really, really like how that looks. All right, guys, so it is currently 2 minutes past 10 in the morning. What I'm going to do now is quickly go off camera and I will set my base in place and just do like contouring and all that jazz. And then I'll check back with you. We'll see what time it is. And then I'll do a few regular check-ins over the next few hours. All right, you guys, makeup is on and I'm actually so friggin' obsessed with how this looks on my skin. It does look really good. I haven't even put any setting spray or anything like that on it. It just looks damn good. Everything applied nicely over the top. I just used like my everyday kind of makeup products. It is currently 10:26 in the morning. I'm going to go about my day, maybe check back with you guys in a few hours and we'll see how this looks. See you then. All right, guys, so I'm back. It is currently just gone 3:30, as you can see there. So it's 3:34 in the afternoon, which means I've had this on for just over 5 hours now. I've been outside, did a little bit of shopping, did some boring ass bank stuff. It looks great. It looks so good, man. Everything's looking good. It hasn't faded or anything. It just seems to have kind of like meshed into my skin a lot more, obviously with like the oils and everything. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks still nice and glowy, but still matte. I didn't actually even use that much powder on this, to be honest. Hasn't changed color or anything. All of the powders have stayed on my skin really nicely, like blusher, bronzer, all that kind of thing. Like, it looks pretty much exactly how I left it like 5 hours ago. Okay, I'm just gonna go about my day, gonna do a little bit of editing, I think. And we'll see how this looks in a few hours. All right, you guys, so it is now 9:15 in the evening, and that means I've had this foundation on for just over 11 hours, nearly 11 hours, around about 11 hours. By this point, my brain's just completely fried. I've just been staring at a screen for the past God knows how long. I'm so impressed with this. Like, honestly, you can see that like my lipstick's worn off. I put lip balm on and everything, but the lipstick itself, like the liner and everything's worn off from me eating. Everything's faded a little bit, but it's bound to. My highlighter isn't as popping as it once was, but it's still pretty popping. Looking a little bit more tired because I am a little bit more tired. But I just thought I'd check in because it looks so good. I honestly cannot get over how good this looks after like 11-ish hours or whatever. Again, it's barely creased, to be honest. It really has like barely creased at all. Tiny little bit of like, not even cakiness, but it has just kind of like creased and settled a little bit in like the corner of my nose now. It's maybe started to break up a little bit around like the tip of my nose. What else do we have going on? Just seems to be kind of like just not looking as good like around my general mouth area. But that happens with me in foundations. This area here is a little bit more oily for me. Spot is becoming ever so slightly more visible now because it is obviously fading a little bit from me just like touching my face, leaning on my hand or whatever. But I mean, for a foundation that I've had on for, what did I say, 11 hours? However long I've had it on, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, overall, I am very, very impressed. Like, I actually, again, please don't come for me because I know it is a controversial foundation. I actually think this might be a new fave. Like I keep looking at it and I just think it might be a new favorite because it's doing pretty much everything that I want a foundation to do. It's lasting a long time. It's a good color for me. Maybe not for everyone else, but for me, it does work. I just love it. I don't really have a bad word to say about it, apart from obviously the lack of shades. Yeah, the foundation as a whole, shade range aside, I am bloody impressed. So if you were looking for a new foundation, if they obviously have your shades, I do highly recommend it. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. Let me know if you've tried the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. Let me know your thoughts. Will you be giving it a go? If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up as always, and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. And also feel free to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. You can find both my handles up there. They are just It's Steph Toms. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.